What's up everybody, it's Benjamin's Bay here, bringing you another LEGO video with today another Vintage Pirate remake in conjunction with an update to my Vintage Pirate display. Starting with the remake, it's based on the Pirates Ambush set 6249 from 1997, and unlike my other remakes, this one largely leaves the base model intact and instead adds things to it. The original was charming, but I had two main issues with it, particularly on the left tower. Namely the lack of a base and upper floor. And this leaves a lot less room for treasure, for barrels, for minifigures. Especially the lack of a top floor is what bothers me. It just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to have the very nice functioning rope bridge there, which is also a trap, but then have it lead to like a giant hole to fall through. So I fixed all that with two solid floors, but it was still somewhat plain looking. But then I came across the Smuggler's Shanty set and I thought, well, why not use that as a roof? And here's the result. I did end up using the smaller leaves, as I find the larger ones somewhat clumsy and odd looking. I also added one leaf on the front and the back. Neutral net, they did not have those. Just to cover things up a little bit more. It's largely held in place by gravity as well as a rubber band, but I think it actually looks good, as if it's like a vine that's wrapped around the leaves and all that. You can see here that it's just pretty much the same setup with those extra leaves added on top and a brick with studs on the sides. Other changes include a ladder. That's something you'll often see in the Vintage Pirate sets, the lack of ladders to get to the upper floors. So now minifigures can actually get to the cannon up there. There are some minor color changes, things that I thought a little bit odd, like red headlight bricks. Also added some sand in the prison, because that was previously just water. And lastly, I replaced the original flag with the new one from the Pirates of Barracuda Bay set. I think it looks better, and it's also a lot less prone to wear, and most importantly, a lot cheaper. And naturally, the trap still works. If you want to recreate this build, I recommend parting out set 6249, the Pirates Ambush, and 6258, the Smuggler's Shanty, as that will get you pretty far. You'd only need some of those small palm tree leaves and a few extra basic bricks. You can find the inventory of both sets on Bricklink. Just be sure not to include the minifigures, because that will skyrocket the price, as those tend to be rather expensive. So now that we've seen the build on its own, it's time to implement it in my modest Vintage Pirate display. Here's what it looked like before. And here's the current version with the addition of the Pirates Ambush remake we just saw. This photo was taken indoors, and I'll admit right away, that's a lot of white. I definitely need to add a background here, possibly one of those Vintage Pirate posters. I think that would be a good idea if I can find them in a decent enough condition. Starting all the way at the end, on the left we have a modified Volcano Island, and there's a monkey robbing this pirate from a banana to add it to his Fuji treasure cave. Below that is a mirrored version of the Rocky Reef, because the mirrored version worked better in this setup. Along with a few extra parts, we got a sleeping pirate there, and then two are hanging out by the fire, making marshmallows. Moving further right, we have the Pirates Ambush remake on the back. May need to add some more minifigures there. I do currently have two pirates in the dinghy below, and they're getting harassed by crocodiles. And then in front of that is an empty dinghy and the skeleton crew set next to it. And next is the Perilous Pitfall remake. Not too much changed there since I made the video for it. Did add a few islanders, really an undiscovered faction to me. Another evil monkey there, running off with a banana in the key. The spear prison, I love that concept, still just pretty much the same as the original. With some custom Armada soldiers paddling by. And finally on the front there is a fun fishing scene. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked these ideas and got inspired. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time when a new idea washes you up on the shore of a golden beach.